It can't be easy living the life of the debunker. Not that I do anymore, but I know people who do. And I can understand why they don't do too much content. Video a week, video a month, something like that on YouTube. Or they do stuff, in general, online. Perhaps they have their own Twitter account or something, and they're there pointing at the bad psychics. They're doing their thing, or of whichever kind. They're basically doing their part as a critic, as a skeptic, as a debunker, which is cool, which is good. The problem is, you won't get through to the believers. And I don't think most people who are debunkers think they'll get through to the real believers. They think of those people who are kind of a bit more grey, a bit more unsure, some doubts, that they'll feed that doubt and show them that their belief, or what would have otherwise been their true belief, is not as clean cut as it, is sometimes advertised. And so as a result, many people who would otherwise be drawn into wacky spiritual beliefs, or follow around a particular psychic or medium, or follow a particular Christian cult, or whatever the case may be, they might well think twice. They might, think again. The claims you've been given as propaganda, as recruiting tools, it's not valid. It's not true. And the problem is, when you begin to engage with the true believers, even if you win every single discussion, every single debate, you still, in a manner of speaking, lose. Because those people won't ever change their mind. The true believers never really will. Unless something really happens in their life. They end up with a major shift in their life. And I've said this before, and I think everyone else has, for that matter. Those people who are the most devout won't change their mind until there's some kind of reason for them to change their mind. And the odds are you won't be that reason. I don't know, you might be. Worth putting yourself out there, but it's unlikely that you are going to be the reason why a hardcore fundamentalist who's living the religion of his, I would say, choice of his indoctrination, 24/7. That person is not going to change their mind simply because you pointed out an error in one of their calculations about the age of the Earth, and they've calculated it as, less than 10,000 years old. You're not going to change their mind simply because you've managed to intervene and point at an error within their judgment, or within the propaganda, the nonsense that they pass on to others. So, yeah, what you're stuck with. People who might well look at that person might think twice. People who are more sensible, maybe even more sane, more interested in what is actually true as opposed to what they are meant to believe, they may well change their mind. Those are the people that you're reaching out to. Not the people who are the hardcore fuckwits. The people who think that reptilians rule the earth, or that, Bill Gates is putting microchips in a vaccine, which he isn't even personally involved in. You can believe that if you wish. I mean, I'm not stopping people from believing stupid things. It's just that those people who care about what's actually true should really care about the facts and, what the facts mean. No interpretation required, no special arguments, no evocative, emotional positions to get you angry. You know what they're doing now? Oh, you don't need that. What you need is, what are the facts? What can we confirm? You've got a whistleblower, prove it. The background we've got on this person, because some whistleblower who used to work at Area 51, Bob Lazar. The evidence is, no, you're not a physicist. No, you don't have advanced knowledge in science and engineering. I suppose engineering is a science too as well. But you don't have advanced knowledge like you claim. You did not work at Area 51. If you did, that means you'd be the janitor, and you're basically just a con artist trying to get money off people. So it's worth pointing that out sometimes. It's worth pointing that out. You're not going to change people's minds, and the con men and the bullshitters and the propagandists, they're going to remain out there too. But at least if you can whittle away things, and a lot of kids come to the internet, young people, I say kids, people who are like in their early 20s or their late teens, they're coming to the internet and looking for what is actually true. They've heard things from school, and they've heard things from their family, or they've read things on forums, and they're going, what's actually true? Is UFO magazine correct? And it's like, no, it's bullshit. Is Fortean Times, the best source for information on particular stories? Probably not. Probably not. It's a good read, but it's a bit of a laugh, really, isn't it? It's a bit like that magazine. I forget the magazine it was. It was a newspaper where you went with a baby alien on half the front covers. Like, did Hillary Clinton have a secret baby alien? Or did Michelle Obama probably? They probably didn't want about her. But yeah, I think you need to find the right sources, and it's those people you're helping. You know, the old people, the people stuck in their ways, or the people who are so sure about what's true, they think they've got the scoop. They're not going to change their mind. But the others, other people out there, they just might. And it's those people that you might well help. It's those people that the debunkers are helping. And even if it is frustrating and tiring and all that jazz, you might help someone. Even if you just help one person not to follow a death cult, or, I don't know, a cult that's going to take away their life savings, you know, like some of these televangelist cults. At least if you try, you may well do some good for someone, somewhere, somehow, or at least be, you know, in some way helpful. I think that's important.